welcome back to the stream. We're bringing you the second round of games here now. We've got Germany 4 and UK 2 facing off. I'm here once again with Gvastrian. Hopefully we see some Rocket League just as great, if not better, than the last game.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that we get to see again that high level play and teams adjusting to each other throughout the play-in stages. Because the thing here is that the more experience they get, the further they can get going. And if we look at round one and we quickly can see what other teams took a win here, UK didn't do the best here. UK 7 and 6 are both out. UK 4 went on against England 4, winning with a 4-0. We see Sweden taking UK 7 with a 4-2. And of course, we saw Poland 2 taking on UK 6 and taking them out. So it's going to be Russia versus Poland. Interesting nation battle there. But we are going to be watching, of course, the Germany 4 UK 2 game. And we have a bit of a rivalry here. A fun one, I think.
Yeah, a fun one. We've got ECC staff members on both teams. We had a bit of banter in the staff chat earlier, so hopefully they'll be able to mash out on the pitch in a friendly manner and see who really is the better out of them.
Yeah. And the players we are talking about are Machtfish on the German team and Faded on the other team. The big question is, who do you predict to be the winner here? Let's go into that now and not forget it. Who do you think is going to win?
I mean, personally, I think I've got UK 2 pegged to win, just off what I've seen of some of these players in the past.
So you're saying that Faded and UK 2 are going to be the winners here, which is a pretty decent prediction, I think. But I want to go the other way. I want to split the desk here, and I want to say on the other side that Germany could take this. Machtfish, one of the people I first met while I was here, so bit of a soft spot for him, but his team also looks very strong, and I want them to do well. So my prediction goes on to Germany. And with that, I really hope that we can have as much like rivalry and passion within our casting here. And of course, Germany is our neighbors. I mean, UK is the neighbors across the pond for me, but Germany is really the neighbors, the people I buy most of my Amazon stuff from. So I kind of have to vote for them, I think.
Sounds good, man. That's a funny that you buy all your stuff from Germany. It's the reason you're supporting them. Nice personal details. Alright, we've got the predictions done now.
Yeah,
Looks
so
like we should be ready to get into this game.
And what an exciting game it is. So both teams say they are ready. Let's get onto the fields and get these players ready and revving. We have Germany 4 in the blue with MT, Lofty, and Machtfish, and UK 2 in the orange with Jack, Sean, Faded, and Thermic.
Thermic off to a good start with a strong kickoff. His teammate following up very fast. Faded off the wall already. Off the backboard for Thermic. It's a shot just wide. Unfortunate there. Strong start from UK 2. Trying to pile on the pressure. It's a common theme among the UK teams today, it seems.
Yeah, they all want to play and defend midfield and take control from there. It's kind of like a style thing as well. UK known also for their prowess in like regular football, so they have a bit more of a style and a preference in there, and I think that sometimes shines through with players as well.
Yeah, for sure. We almost had a demo there from the Germany side close to the net, but England does well to keep it out. Good clear from Faded, could open up the attack here. Machtfish, good speed, manages to find the block in the corner. Jack Sean, good pass. Machtfish intercepts. Bit of a heavy interception. Thermic coming into the corner now, looking for that pass. Gets the demo on one. Takes it past another defender. Faded finds the pass in the middle. Jack Sean keeping up the pressure. Faded's up. It's a shot on target. Empty with a save. Thermic finds the post. He's going to be sore about that one.
Yeah, and again, another good save there from Enti on the line. We see the German, like, the German wall being bombarded here, but they can't seem to get it on net. Those posts do a lot of work in the defense here, and the counter-attack is coming in.
Yeah, I mean, Thermic's had a few, open net chances already this game, and doesn't seem like his shot accuracy is quite there, but hopefully he's just warming up, and it's a bit of shakiness. Faded in the defending corner now. Takes it past 1, past 2. He's got an opportunity to score 1-on-1. Faded on his own. Takes it from his own half.
Yeah, perfect control here, getting enough lift there, looking for the bump, and the defender just not up fast enough, cutting into that ball a little bit too early, not able to block it. Was going to have to worry about a demo there as well, and I think we've identified what the weakness are for Germany. Their rotation, again, they're not covering the back post very well. They're not looking to cover their lines perfectly, so they're leaving a lot of holes there, and UK is right now taking complete advantage of that with that first goal.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, Faded thought, so far our team plays haven't quite been working out. I'll take it into my own hands, and he's taking it cross pitch into the net. Opening up, and as we see again, he gets it past 1. He has another opportunity to score. Faded just taking his team on his back right now.
Yeah, and you would expect that with a team like this. You want one of your players to stay a bit further back, but all 3 players move up. One still trying to go for a demo, while a second one goes for the ball, and the third one's already looking to take up that second position, reacting to the 50-50 or whatever's going to happen there. And the third man just not rotate back fast enough. Not safe enough play. Germany needs to adjust themselves a little bit and take matters into their own hands, specifically on defense.
As you say that, Macfish with a good speed read there takes the ball.
I like the idea that we're getting both like working rivals here at ECC getting to score all the goals. It's just going to be Faded and Macfish fighting it out. The other players are there for support only, and those two are going to look for as much banter as possible, as not winning as possible. I believe MT is also someone that we've seen in the chat here and there. He's also one of those players that works with the ECC. So there's a bit more like staff pride on the line, I think, for Germany.
Yeah, for sure. We say that Faded gets dunked by Macfish, but it's just into the post. Thermic carrying the ball on his own now, past 1, can't quite get it past the second. Lofo does well to find the read, but Jack Sean with a big clear, can't quite find the net, but it's in play above the backboard. Faded hits it off the backboard. Thermic, what a banger, finds the top bins.
I guess assists also count. That should be good enough as well. Pass was very, very good there, and he saw Macfish wanting to use the goal out for an in and out save. That didn't work out too well. Didn't have the momentum after stopping there halfway through the goal. Didn't commit to the action, and therefore was way too slow at just stopping that shot while his other defender was on the back wall. So again, rotationally, it's not looking very good for Germany.
Yeah, I mean, as we say that, we're seeing a few front post rotations, and as I say that, a great pass from Jack Sean to Faded straight in the center. The defense crumbling.
Yeah, now this could be desperation times. They know that with the amount of time that's still on the board, it's going to be reasonably hard to get enough goals in to make sure that they tie up the series before the time runs down. But you don't want to give away big chances because of it. This just looked like you're playing sloppy. Adjust yourself. You're not going to be winning this one. Give this one up, but make sure that for the next one, you're not making these kind of mistakes. Clean up your rotations, Germany. You're going to need it.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I think it's counterintuitive in a way. When you start needing goals, if you start playing more desperate, it's actually going to work against you. The best way to get goals is just to keep your rotations clean, and you will find, the opportunities eventually. If you start playing desperately, you'll just end up leaving gaps, in your play for your opponent to exploit and find even more goals.
Yeah, and doing extra things just doesn't mean you cut rotation and you move in very quickly. We saw bumps and demo chances happening, but when you do that, make sure you communicate to your teammates so they know that you are doing this, so they know they need to stay a bit further back. They move up just one extra player because you're not going to be back fast enough. And once they start doing that, you can look at a better offensive strategy there.
For sure. On the 2 seconds to go, and Jack Sean will find another goal.
Yeah, now I think they're just padding their stats a little bit. Everybody getting a chance to score. Faded with the hat trick, and shots are looking very strong over the board for the entire team. And Germany is just lacking behind with one shot for each player, so they're not getting a chance to do anything. And the ball rolls, doesn't hit the goal.
I think
but
on the
UK2 got it.
Yeah, I mean, good win for in that first game for UK2. On the plus side for the Germany team, it's only game one. It's very easy to write off a result like that and just keep up your mental. You know, it is what it is. We lost the first game 5-1, but we know what we need to fix coming into game two. We can fix those things and, you know, come out strong for the win.
Yeah, there's a caster I love working with that always says first games, and in the best of 5 that's a little bit less so, but mostly in the best 7 this is true. The first game doesn't matter. First game is a warm-up game. So after this, that's where you need to show how you are going to play, how good you are going to be. And right now, in all honesty, Germany is not looking good enough. They are not playing solid enough to make sure that they stand a chance against the pure like mechanical onslaught that UK2 is showing right now.
For sure. I mean, as we saw, Faded essentially scored those first 2 goals on his own, bringing his the confidence of his team up. And when you allow just one player to basically take it into his own hands and just score on your whole team, it's gotta hurt. You gotta realize that your defense needs a bit of work there.
Yeah, defense definitely needs that work. They need to rotate out faster and rotate the right way around. Make sure that they have a challenge. The thing is, if you have 2 players that play aggressive, your instinct as third man is to try and defend that midfield, to be there. But that's not always the case, because your second man that's moving up aggressively is kind of the person that takes that role, and your third man needs to be far enough back to, like, if there's any like scary moments, your third man needs to be there to make sure that those don't go in. And right now, that's just not the case for Germany.
Exactly. When you're controlling the midfield with already 2 players, your third man needs to be in a bit of a further back, because, you know, sometimes just a big clear will come out, and if it catches you by surprise and goes in, then that's your fault on the defense side. As you say that, Lofo looking for a double tap, doesn't quite find it, but a read from him coming back in will find the opening goal.
Yeah, good pressure there from Empty as well, making sure they pushes up far enough to keep that goal in, or the ball in the box there, and the block is good. Defensive rotations are on both sides of the field now seeming a little bit lacking, and first goal goes to Germany. Maybe this changes the tide for them. They have the confidence now to play a little bit better.
Yeah, for sure. It looks like they've not let that first result get to them. They've come out in game 2 and they're just playing that bit more confident. A demo coming out from Lofo, slowing down the UK attack. That's not slowing down. Jack Sean finds the pass to the middle. Good clear from Lofo, and as you say, that's almost just gone past the whole team. Faded just managing to come back in time to find the clear. It's into midfield, Empty finding the shot. Jack Sean off the wall now, looking for a pass, gets the win in the 50, but teammate on the wrong side of the field.
Yeah, and Muffet's getting an okay pass. Nobody on the backboard there to defend this one, so they need someone there. The angle almost good enough, and you might be wondering, like, a third man, but if your third man's too far back, how can you defend midfield? How can you make sure that you get what you need to be doing? The idea of keeping your third man back is that he has vision and knows when to go for a ball that's a clean touch. Your third man should never be given up for a 50, should never be given up for a chance that he might get dunked. Only clear touches for your third man, because then you make sure that it never gets past him. And that's just something teams learn over time, that if you are a third man, you play that little bit safer and make sure your touch is always clean.
Yeah, for sure. The defense a bit stronger now for UK. Not letting these opportunities get in. Back into the offense as well. Lofo will find a clear off the side wall. Thermic takes it past one. Offense building up now for the UK side. It's over one defender. Incredible shot from Jack Sean, finding the net off a great pass.
Jack Sean saying, I can't hit the ball. Well, looky here, you just did and got yourself a goal. Nobody home for the German team. Again, those rotations a little bit too slow, risking your last player at a position where you don't want to. Going for something like a shadow defending position is also good as third man. Make sure you stay relevant so your team can rotate back. Waste a bit of time because you don't want that ball to go quickly into your net, quickly to your side, and you have no ability to stop it because you're all still trying to get back from vacation.
Yeah, for sure. Faded. Building the offense for the UK side again. He wins the 50, recovers in time to find the pass, and Thermic finding top bins.
What a monster attack here. Faded with a beautiful 50, plays it past, and instead of looking for the shot, which looked extremely defended with two players on the line, sees his man, gets the pass in front of the net, nobody challenging that one, and at that point, the defenders are all looking to challenge Faded, looking to challenge him there, and aren't looking behind them where there's a giant hole, and Thermic finds that goal for them.
For sure. I mean, what I saw there was both defenders basically inside each other, and neither of them able to reach Thermic's shot. If if they spread out a bit more, perhaps one of them challenged earlier, they might have been able to defend that, but Faded used it perfectly to exploit the defense.
Yeah, it's one of those things you talk about in like regular sports a lot as well, and it's the same thing. It's spacing. If you can smell one of your teammates deodorant, you are too close to that person and you need to move away. Here it's the same thing. Don't start getting too close to each other. If you can smell the fumes from your teammates' cars, you are too close and need to reposition yourself.
Yeah, for sure. You need to be controlling as much of the pitch as you can with those three players. Faded once more, taking the ball into the net on his own.
Yeah, Faded just completely outplaying the last defender once again. Again, a risky challenge, not wasting time, going for it, hoping for the best, and falling short. Again, goal for Faded. Could have been for any of his teammates as well.
I think that attack built off, it was a great demo onto the third man on offense, and the German team had no one really back to defend the play. Left it open for Faded. UK team building strong pressure in this final minute. They have a 2-goal lead, looking to extend it. Jack Sean looking for a read. It's into the middle for Faded now. He finds the center of the net against 3 defenders.
And now the question is, can Faded get another hat-trick? Already has 2, looking for his third now. With 30 seconds to go, he might be able to get that as well. And getting two hat-tricks on your teammate or your workmate, your colleague here, is going to be good for that banter for the rest of the season.
Yeah, for sure. Lofo looking for a catch-up goal, but Jack Sean denying him the chance. Thermic one-on-one now gets a beautiful 45 into the top of the net.
Yeah, boomer of a flick there. You love to see it. Thermic just moving his car the right way and gets all that power. And if you are on the back wall, you're not going to be able to boost fast enough. You're not going to be able to be fast enough unless you pre-jump it. But you never expect this kind of a hard shot. And you should have. You should have pre-jumped, but there should have been someone there to back you up as well. There was too much space, and Thermic had all the time in the world to set that shot up.
I mean, it really looks like this Germany defense is crumbling in this second game already as Faded finds his hat-trick.
He gets it on the board. Good pass from Thermic. Thermic almost looked like he wanted to take it himself, read the touch on the backboard and finish it there. But it's all about control of the ball. We see a little bit more chances now for Germany 4, but only 5 chances in total. While on the other side, Faded himself only already had 5 chances with 7 more from his teammates. So there's a control problem here. Germany is not keeping control of their ball. They're not they don't seem to understand that their most valued possession is that ball, and they want to keep it close. They don't want to throw it away. It's not like a loved one to test if they come back, and if they don't come back, it was never yours, because the ball will come back, but with another lover, and they will hit it into your net as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. For me, it really looked like towards, from the middle of that game towards the end, the German defense was just crumbling. We had quite a few double and one even triple commit when they were defending shots there. And I'm not sure if that's just down to they maybe wrote this game off as well, or if they're genuinely struggling. But if it's like that again in this third game, the UK2 team are looking at a clean sweep.
Yeah, the one sliver of hope for Germany is that this game they got ahead. They looked strong to begin with. They looked like they were in control. So if they can get one of those starts once again, and then make sure they don't make any more mistakes, then they can definitely look for a reverse sweep. But that is a long way away. First things first is getting one game on the board, and from there start working to finish off the rest.
For sure. Looks like we're waiting on a player here.
All players seem to be on the field right now, so I think we're gonna get this started unless somebody is not actually there. They said maybe 2v2, but it seems like something's going wrong, and we're hearing the officials say we are going to get a restart going.
All right, yeah.
And so with that, we are getting the restart going. We need everyone to leave, and we will set this up as quickly as possible. Sorry for the bad things that are happening every once in a while. This is, of course, not really in our control. It's mostly Psyonix servers. They are, they are what
They're
are.
interesting at the best of times.
I'm wondering what they're held together with. I think it is the hopes and dreams of children. I think that is the main glue that they are using, and with how toxic the young people in Rocket League are, I don't think there's a lot of hopes and dreams left there. So the servers are just crumbling. Guys, be nicer to each other, then the servers might live longer.
Alright, he's cracked the code. Less toxicity means better servers. And it looks like we have both teams back in now. Bringing you this game 5. Germany 4 perhaps able to use that short break to build their mental state back up and fix this defense, which we just saw crumbling in these last 2 games. Strong start from Lofo. He's onto the backboard. It's cleared onto the ceiling. Thermic, big clear. Almost finds the net, but Markfish does recover nicely. Faded, not quite able to reach that pass. Jack Sean, unfortunate miss there, but Thermic does well to recover. Jack Sean looking for the pass back. Faded off the wall. It's on the backboard, down for Thermic. He almost finds the double touch there. Tight angle. Good 50 by Faded. Does well to keep up pressure. UK2 team not letting the ball leave the opposing half in this first minute, it seems.
Yeah, they're just saying at any point, if you guys get the ball, we are giving you a 50-50. If you guys are trying to play the ball away, we have someone waiting for that ball to come back to midfield. But here's a good chance for an open net. Thermic back fast enough, puts it to the side, and the danger seems to be away for a little bit. But finally, Germany is looking to set their own attacks up.
Yeah, Markfish almost able to reach that opportunity before, but just a bit far away. Germany really want to score the opener in this third game to give them a bit of momentum that is really needed to kickstart their win, hopefully. Faded off the backboard into Jack Sean, empty with a good clear. Thermic, unfortunate, bit of a heavy touch, does well to recover, but Lofo finds the read. Markfish straight down into the middle, but Jack Sean is there, straight to Thermic, building the attack up, looks for a goal. Can't quite get it past. Jack Sean with the shot. He can't find it. Faded. Just missing as well. That's gotta hurt. 2 open net misses.
2 open net misses, but I think Germany is going to be counting their lucky stars here, because that could have been disastrous for them. And it seems like Germany wants to get an attack going. It's just they want it to do a little bit too fast. They're shooting the ball at a net that's completely guarded. They want to get 1 or 2 more touches in or look for a little bit better pass into midfield to get those defenders out of net so their shots are a little bit harder to defend. Because if there's 2 players waiting in the net, saving that ball is going to be a lot easier.
Yeah, for sure. Just seems like the shot opportunity for Markfish just wide. I feel like the German touches when they're in the midfield are maybe just a bit too heavy. They tend to be giving away a lot of possession, and if they just soften it up a bit, keep possession for a bit longer, they should be able to build up a more powerful offense.
Yeah, or just dedicate a player a little bit more to offense after doing like a first touch or a first rotation. Because the thing here is if you hit the ball forward, you can ride after it and see if you can get it. Or you already have someone waiting there to give the pass back to you a little bit further back. And there's the chance. There's the shot. Lofo finding the back of the net here. And it's a good start for Germany with only 2 minutes left to stay alive here.
Yeah, I mean, not sure what happened to Jack Shawn there. Just a bit of a misdirection in the defense. Ends up driving under the defender. And the first goal for Germany 4 in game 3. They find the opener they were looking for. England, however, looking to respond quickly. It's off the backboard 3 times. Still in offense. They want to find this quick return. MP does well to keep it out, however. It's towards Lofo. He does well, but a demo from Thermic opens the net for Jack Shawn. He's going for a reset. He misses it. Gets to pass to Faded, but the team save. So unfortunate.
Thermic just coming out of the sky, demoing his own team's chances by just knocking Faded off of his position. That was, again, such an unfortunate chance. Germany had a couple of good ones, and again, they're trying to get one, but now the counterattack is coming, and it seems like UK is crumbling a little bit.
For sure. And Markfish really playing the role as that heavy third man. I've seen it a few times this game where we've seen a huge clear from England that looks like it's going in, but Markfish there to stop the clear, which is, you know, a good improvement from those first 2 games.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're seeing here that a lot of chances for UK are just going wide. They are not hitting the net anymore. It seems like there's a bit of a same type magnet there that's in the ball as well, and just pushing that ball towards not the net. Well, apparently I was wrong. The magnets are off now. We're playing without a handicap.
Caster's curse. Great part.
Sorry, feels like the caster's curse, like we are some kind of evil being controlling the game. It always sounds very cool, like we have the caster's curse.
Yeah,
30 seconds left, 1-1. Let's go. See who takes this one.
Yeah, I mean, Jack Shawn. Oh, Empty finding a beautiful shot. I just think Faded wasn't expecting such a bang there. Lets it go over his head.
Yeah, and also saw that both of his team players were near the ball, so he felt like he could move up because one of them is going to have a touchdown, one of them is going to have a 50 there, but both being beaten out by an unfortunate touch. And now it is Germany looking to take game 3 to stay alive, to start their reverse sweep. But still, a shot here for Jack, almost gets it in, and Faded cannot finish off the ball.
Into the final 10 seconds now, and Lofo on attack. England need to do something if they want the clean sweep. Jack Shawn into the middle for a final attempt, but Faded just a bit too close to finish it. Lofo putting the ball down. Germany 4, taking game 3, 2-1.
And that chance we saw there was exactly the problem UK is showing every once in a while. The idea that they are moving their 3 players up too far and the ball falling just a little bit behind them so they can't really get a good touch on it. And that is the unfortunate moment there. If you had one player moving up far enough and the other one not trying to smell his jock strap a little bit further behind, that was an insane pass to a good shot. That could have been the finisher. That could have been the thing that tied it up, but it didn't. They made that mistake, and they made it a couple of times here, giving Germany this win. And Germany is now looking probably a lot stronger.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if Faded had just been a bit further back there, he probably could have banged that one in, but unfortunately, getting a bit greedy on the offense. Look, especially to me, look like in that game, UK not playing as clinically. They were more going for more of a freestyling offense, which really didn't work out for them at all.
Now, if you don't have a plan on offense, you're not going to be scoring a lot against teams that know what they're doing in defense. And Faded changing his name back, messing around with names a little bit, seeing if he can get some luck because of it. It wasn't enough, and now needs to find a different way to do it. Jack Sean in a grog. Hello. That's interesting. I like car changes, and I like when people play these off-meta picks.
Yeah, I mean, people tend to use the standard cars, for their hitboxes. But coming out with the grog is an interesting choice, especially considering they still have a chance to end without letting Germany get their own match point. But to each their own. Thermic into the corner now. Gets beaten out by Markfish, but Jack Sean wins the 50. A miss from Lofo opens up the goal, but Empty does well to find the clear. Thermic playing into the middle now, but a demo on Faded will shut down the attack before it can even begin.
Yeah, we see Drop almost in the defense, ready for the grog in action, but that was everything on the offense. Ball almost dropping in. They don't read it, and it's a lucky moment there for Germany that there was no player there to score.
Super risky from the UK team. I mean, they double commit on that backboard read, and neither of them found it. Oh. Faded almost finding a super clean double touch. Thermic off the backboard. It's a small chance here for Jack Sean. He puts it back into the middle, following his own touch onto the backboard. Markfish finds the clear, but Lofo with a miss takes it under Thermic with a recovery. Faded.
Yeah, it seems like.
Oh, it looks like it's a Roadhog. It's not, in fact, a grog.
Oh, it's not a grog. It's a Roadhog. I am a dum-dum.
Spectator.
My mistake.
Spectator distance hitting you up there.
Hey, I'm also just getting old. I can't remember every single car because we see so many weird ones, and it just looked like one of the chonky ones. And I know grog is a chonky one, so I was like, that must be a grog. Well, it wasn't. It's a Roadhog. Nice seeing the Roadhog there.
No, sir. Not one that I've seen in a while. A shot from Faded into the top bins. Markfish with a great save. Faded on the offense now. Thermic looking to find that pass. Wins the 50. Faded takes off a bit wrong there. Thermic does recover the play. UK looking extremely sloppy at the moment. Very different to the clinical side we saw in those first two games.
Yeah, and that's the kind of thing, if you don't have the right amount of discipline. Winning your first two games puts you in a good mindset. Problem there is that teams and players usually start celebrating a little bit earlier, we won the first two, we can now just chillax a little bit, take a step back and start having some fun. And that's where mistakes start happening. You want to be disciplined enough to just dot your T's and dot your I's and cross your T's to get that last game in. Because if you start having fun before the game is over, the enemy team is good enough to come back. They are able to win from you. So don't make these kind of mistakes.
Yeah, for sure. Faded coming down now. Looking for a pinch with Jack Sean, it seems. And I think the pinch finds the target. Sorry, a bit lost for words there after such a shocking play.
Yeah, the pinch dunk. It is scary to see one Shaquille O'Neal coming at you trying to dunk you, but two at the same time slamming you in the face. Yeah, of course that's going to go into the other side of the net automatically.
I think that's the big Roadhog power coming in there, diving onto his teammate for the pinch, and it finds the net. Jack Sean can't quite find the save. Empty with the quick response ties up the scoreline.
Yeah, and Germany has that confidence now. If we had UK not like having a bit more fun the last game, this wouldn't have been the Germany we were seeing. They looked defeated. They looked they were ready to throw in the towel, but now they are fighting back. And even big hog energy is not gonna help you if your opponent is feeling that big energy for themselves.
For sure. I mean, I think Thermic with a great shot off the top there finds the lead again.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, that's an insane like touch and a good shot there. And people even in the chat here, everywhere, all correcting me. I mean, my bad, man. I made a mistake. I mean, I'll never live this down. I'll always be that grok guy. It happens. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, towards the end of that second game, Germany was really feeling the pressure, and I think if England had just come out strong in game 3 and tried to crush them, they probably could have had an easy sweep, but it looks like they're trying to have a bit more fun with it, and as long as you can still win with that fun, that's well and good, but they really gave Germany an opportunity, and they still have a chance to bring it back, but Thermic finds the net, extending that lead to 2 goals.
Yeah, I was almost thinking, was this script written by somebody who loves a lot of these classic, like, 90s and 2000s anime that's like, the hero gets beaten in the beginning and then falls behind a little bit against the evil other team, and then at that point finds its strength and comes fighting back. But no, it's not that. It's not an anime. It's just a game of Rocket League. It's well written, a script, but it still looks like the better team is going to probably win this.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it looks like the Roadhog was the key to bringing it back in this 4th game. Jack Sean just making sure he's doing what's necessary to bring victory to his team.
Yeah, nobody wants to play that one class that you always need in every type of game, but here we saw Sean stepping up, getting in that Roadhog, taking control and just slamming down judgment upon the opponent.
Definitely a great showing from UK2 and also Germany for doing well to bring back that 3rd game, but ultimately the UK side brought it back to their clinical roots and they finished out the series cleanly.
Definitely. And let's see if we already have some other games that have been finished up in round 2 as we look at the standings. We have some of them. The rest of the games that have been happening: Portugal 2-1 against UK 4, England 3-1, 4-1 against Norway 1. So we have a Portugal England round 3 there. UK 3, Netherlands 3, Netherlands 3, 1, 4-0. So that is now Netherlands 3 against Wales, who won against Norway because of a forfeit. And we still don't know the ending of the Russia-Sweden team to see who England 2 is going to be facing, who took out Poland. Poland 1. And the other games that we haven't seen either is Russia 3 versus Poland 2, the team we've already seen here. We don't know who's going to be playing that, but whoever wins there is going to be facing off against this UK2 team.
For sure, and I believe that is the game that we will be bringing to you on stream. Wait, no, I'm wrong there, my bad. The game we've got is England 2 against the winner of Russia and Sweden will be the next streamed game. So make sure you stay on the stream. Don't go anywhere. We bring you more great Rocket League very soon.